Hello, David Tennant here. I'm answering a question from students in associate schools. To everyone who's part of the associate schools programme with the RSC, we miss you. We can't wait to have you seeing our plays, watching our productions, hopefully maybe even being back in one of our theatres before too long. I hope it won't be such a very long time before we can all enjoy some top-class theatre once again. Now, the question I've been asked is, what is your favourite Hamlet soliloquy and why? It's a very hard question to answer because one of the great joys and also the great challenges with playing a part like Hamlet is that all the speeches are so bloomin' famous. You come on stage to do something like To Be or Not To Be and the audience are practically chanting it along with you. Well, it's a great privilege to get to say those words. I mean, they're famous because they're great, of course. It's difficult to try and mint them fresh, find new ways of interpreting those words. I suppose my favourite in performance was always, "Oh, what a rogue and peasant slave am I." So Hamlet's just seen the players visiting Elsinore, and he loves them. He loves actors. He loves the theatre, and he sees them. He sees one of the players do a speech about Hecuba, and he brings tears to his eyes, and he is deeply emotional. They go off, and Hamlet punishes himself with the idea that this man can get into can turn himself into a pretzel of emotion about something that means nothing to him. He makes this imaginative leap, and there are tears pouring down his face, and yet here am I with a murdered father, and I can't rouse myself to do anything. So he, for the first part of the speech, he's sort of castigating himself, punishing himself, loathing himself for all his perceived inadequacies. And yet, as the speech goes on, he manages to find this passion and fire himself up. He hits on a plan. He's going to use the theatre to catch out his uncle. And once he's got that, once he's got the proof of his uncle's guilt, then everything will be fine. So he moves within that speech. It's a beautiful speech to say, of course, but the journey of it, he moves from someone who feels like he has nowhere to go and has no tools at his command to make his situation any better. And by the end of it, he's full of energy, full of motive, ready to take on the world, and more specifically his uncle. Of course, it's not going to be that simple, and lots of other things are about to go wrong for him. But just that trajectory and the way he mounts an argument and takes himself on that psychological journey, I think that was always my favourite speech to play. So that's it. But then tomorrow I might change my mind again. There's a lot of great speeches in Hamlet.